afternoon. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Cunningham is out there with Hayes. Then there's Grant, and it's Stewart in at the center position. And for the Rockets, we've got Green. The eraser is out there with Wood, and it's Wall, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. So Detroit will get the first possession. Here's Hayes. Over to the wing. Over Wall. Misses the wing chair. And here are the Rockets. Tate the pass to Wall. It's rebounded by Hayes.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Passes it to Grant. Now here's Hayes, covered by Wall. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. And no good. And Houston the other way now. High post shot. And the shot is long. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He knows that John Wall presents a challenge for them, especially when he can get inside. Coach said Wall is such a fantastic finisher, you have to do your work early, out on the perimeter. Once he gets by you, it's already too late. So they'll have to do everything they can to keep defenders in front of him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Pistons with possession here, following the miss by John Wall. And the dunk by Grant.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Green. There's the pass to Wood. Back to Green. With some arc. Shoots it. That shot off. Some solid defense from Grant. Cunningham inside, covered by Wall. Pass to Cunningham, takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Wood. Lays it up and banks it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Jackson. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
The free throw drops for Grant. And Grant drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now here's Gordon. Outside Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
They've got Porter. He's out there with Gordon. And it's Tice in at center. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And that one drops. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Passes it to Tice. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Tice has got his first 2 points. Detroit leading by 3. And the pass to Olynyk. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Porter, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Another shot, and can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That one on Olynyk.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The erasers checked in for the Rockets. John Wall comes in for David Nwaba. Good on both. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Jackson. Here's Olynyk, covered by Wall. Baseline try. Olynyk can't hit. The Rockets trail. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. With all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. Porter outside. Houston gets it back. Here's the eraser. Another miss by Houston. Detroit with the ball. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Bay. Defended by Gordon. Bay gets the bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Knocked away. Rockets with the rebound. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Joseph. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Three-pointer. That shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Here's the eraser. It's good from about 19 feet. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Bay. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Rockets on top. They're up by 1. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. And the Rockets, a playoff team for the last 8 seasons, superstar talent, but to this point they've been unable to reach their goal of an NBA championship.
Listen, even though I've been there 6 times, won 4. Not.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
On the floor for Detroit, we got Jeremy Grant. Cunningham is out there with Hayes. And it's Stewart in at the center, filling out the middle. Hey, no good. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wall wide open. He drains the quick shot. Wall's got the lead up to 1 now for Houston.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Bay. And it's blocked. And here's Wall. Over in the corner, Green. Over Cunningham. And Green with the basket on the assist by Wall. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Grant up top. Here's Hayes. First 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets leading by 3. Here's the eraser. Again, the Rockets score.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Pistons have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Hayes the pass to Grant. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Cunningham's shot is off. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The eraser passes to Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pistons trail by 6. Jackson in the corner. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Gordon. Shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gordon's got his second basket. There's Jackson with the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pistons. 8-point game. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Nwaba in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Jackson missing again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Porter, and Grant sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Frank Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Clock at 6. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting for Houston, number 6. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pistons trail by 10. Jackson with it. Kicks to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Over Tice. There's Jackson with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rockets leading by 7. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Gordon nails the runner.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
It's Porter outside. No good that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Olynyk. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Working over that mid-range area, Olynyk does a good job of finding soft spots in the defense.
Timeout called. The Rockets. They're up by 7. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, the Eraser.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Outside, Wall with the shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Rockets lead by 7. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 7. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. So Cunningham nails both of them.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Houston now, leading by 5. Back to Wall. And the wide open shot from Green. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Offline with his 3. So it's the Pistons now. Now Hayes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Now here's Wall. So Houston wins it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With John Wall, John, do you think this team has reached its potential, or is there still room to grow?
We can go to a high level. You know, we still can get better defensively. Offensively, our efficiency is not there yet. You know, we still getting used to playing with others. We got a lot of room for improvement.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.